Would you like to receive a miracle for your health and wellness and well-being? If so, stay tuned because we've got that coming right on up. Hiya, and welcome back to Merry Miracle Mondays. I'm your host and miracle facilitator, Erin Lloyd. It is week 2, and as I said, today's focus is on health. So, if you missed week 1, that was last week, December 4th, Monday, 2023. And our week 1 focus for the Merry Miracle Mondays last week was for money. So if you'd like to receive a miracle for money and you missed it, you can find it on the videos tab of this channel. So I'm delighted to bring you this free experiential event for the 4th straight year. All month long, I'll be gifting you miracles for health, wealth, love, and success. So mark your calendar and join me each Monday this December to receive your miracles. I'm transmitting these miracles from Arizona, where it is currently Monday, December 11th, 2023. But if you're in the Eastern Hemisphere and it's already Tuesday there, that's okay. This can still work for you. Or if you're catching this video experience after Monday the 11th, that's okay too. So, what if just one of these merry miracles could change your entire reality? Would you choose it? If so, I invite you to come along for the ride. Let's go. All right, so how? Well, in order to receive your miracles, go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel first and foremost if you have not done so already. Number 2, hit that notification bell and set it to enable all notifications so you don't miss any of your miracles. Number 3, be sure to tune in and watch each week's Merry Miracle Mondays videos. And number 4, comment when I ask you to in order to receive that week's miracles if you're choosing to receive them. So, like I said, our first Merry Miracle this year was for money. And again, that's in the videos tab if you missed it. And like I said, this week's is for health and wellness. It is coming up shortly, so stay tuned if you're choosing to receive it. Okay, so I want to let you know, in case you're new to me, or the Merry Miracle Monday experience, this is an interactive experience. Yes, it's free. Yes, it's pre-recorded. And in order to receive your miracles, you got to show up. You got to participate in order to receive, okay? It's very simple and it is free, but it requires your participation and your interaction. So, hence number 4, comment when I ask you to, all right? And it's okay if you need to pause the video in order to do that and then resume it. Okay, so who am I and how can I gift you miracles? Who do I think I am? Well, again, I'm Erin Lloyd, your quantum success activator, elevator, accelerator, and prosperity catalyst. I'm a certified instant miracle coach, a certified rapid results coach, a certified healing facilitator. I am the creator of the success frequencies. I'm a holistic wellness coach and an ordained minister, although not currently religious. On a related note, in case you're wondering, can these miracles work for me, Erin, if I'm not religious and or spiritual? Yes. You don't have to be religious. You don't have to consider yourself to be spiritual. You can be agnostic. You could even be healthily skeptical. That's welcome here as well. Who this will not work for is cynics. So if you are a cynic, thanks, no thanks, bye-bye. On to your next video. This will not work for cynics because you've already decided it's not going to work. And I've been a cynic, so I can only tell you it was some of the most miserable years of my life. And even when I was a cynic, I wanted to believe things were true, but just because I want to believe things are true doesn't make them true. And that's true whether we're cynical or not, right? So the reality is this, though. If you're a cynic, you've already decided it won't work. Even if deep down you really truly hope it works, your mind has already decided it won't and it can't, and that's that. So therefore this won't work. So again, bye-bye if that's you. But if you're healthily skeptical, that's fine and welcome. Okay, so are you ready to safely succeed at light speed? If so, I'm the one you hire when you're finally ready to attract your dream peeps, gigs, or opportunities, quantum leap your biz, or creative career. So you can be there, wherever there is for you, that's the key, now, and transform the world like you came here to do. As a client attraction specialist, an intuitive business and success coach, and a branding and online marketing consultant, I can facilitate you in achieving that. And our focus is to do that without burning out again, without selling out, without losing your soul, and without the fear of your continued success costing you who and or what you value the most. Like your time, your peace, your sanity, your health. Again, so yeah, who works with me? Who do I work with? Conscious leaders, entrepreneurs, creators, entertainers, light bringers, activists. That's who works with me when they're ready to generate, create, and have and grow a conscious and prosperous business or creative career they love with greater ease, joy, freedom, flow, fulfillment, and fun faster than they ever thought possible. Visionary leaders as well, of course. So, with my support, you could experience that without, like I said, burning out again, and without the fear of your continued success costing you who and or what you value the most. I forgot to mention relationships. Now, side note, whether or not you've experienced the loss of relationships as you've continued on your success journey, that's natural, it's normal, it's common. So, how can I be here saying, well, without costing you your relationships? Here's the thing, your relationships could still fall away if they're not quote unquote aligned. Now, there's some debate in the spiritual community about if there's any such thing as alignment, blah, blah, especially if we're operating from the quantum field, which is 0 point neutral. That being said, in this 3D reality and physical planet Earth having human experiences and human bodies, most people have some idea of what aligned means for them. So, if your current relationships are not aligned with your greatest, uh, let's say, benefit or optimal success, not because you're prioritizing things or money over people, but rather because it's just not aligned or optimal for you to experience in this time, then they will likely have some stuff come up and or fall away. So, can I promise you won't lose your health, sanity, peace, relationships? No, nobody can promise you that. Sorry. Not sorry. It's the fact. That's just the facts, man. So, events will possibly come up next week when our focus will be relationships and love. So, I don't want to go on a whole big thing on this. We're almost at 10 minutes already, but I just wanted to note that. However, if you have a fear that your continued success will cost you your relationships, that's often why you won't be at the infamous there, whatever that is for you, yet. Okay, or you'll get there and then it will be disillusionment and not what you thought. Or you'll get there and be disappointed. Or you'll get there and then chutes and ladders slide back down. Okay, and then not know what's going on. Um, so, in those instances where you're sabotaging your success or holding yourself back and hindering your own success, getting your own damn way, because some one or more parts of you, whether they're conscious or not, are afraid you're going to lose your relationships, that's where I can support you in that regard. But is it possible that if your relationships are not quote unquote aligned for where you desire to be, that they'll fall off? Yeah, that could happen. But that's the case with anything and anyone and any job or career or business or leadership or whatever it is. It just is that way. I don't make the rules. All right. So, if any of that resonates with you and you're ready to safely succeed at light speed, I invite you to apply to receive one of my exclusive complimentary Accelerate Your Success sessions, aka my Quantum Leap Your Biz sessions, to discover if it would be fun for us to work and play together. And you can follow the link to apply. It will be either in the description and or the comments. Okay, next, to find out how much time to set aside for this week's week 2 health experience, health miracle experience, go ahead and check the description, because somewhere it will say allow up to blah blah blah. Like the Money Miracle Week 1 this year was about 75 minutes. So in the description I put that, but at the time of recording it, I didn't know how long it was going to take. So I did not announce it in week 1's Money Miracle recording, but it's in the description. Okay? So if you need to pause this and check the description for this week, the Health Miracle video we're doing right now Feel free to check the description. It will give you how much time to set aside for this week's Health Miracle experience. They each vary. Okay, and if you hear any kind of click, it's just my mute switch. I've had a few different headsets, and for some reason, the last batch, even with different brands, have a clicking sound. You're not imagining it, and I apologize if it's distracting. And maybe you didn't notice, and I just brought your attention to it, but I wanted to acknowledge it. Okay, so before we begin, week 2 of Merry Miracle Mondays, with our focus on receiving a health miracle this week, I have some wonderful, incredible, amazing, fantastic news to share with you. Woo! I'm so excited. Okay, so announcing Merry Miracles Live. Ah! It's the first ever Merry Miracles Live experience, y'all. And guess what? It's gonna be free. How does it get any better than that? So, Merry Miracles Live is going to be a free interactive experience. Okay, I was inspired to create it just a few weeks ago, actually, maybe 2 weeks ago. Maybe last week. I don't even remember. But I was just recently inspired to create Merry Miracles Live. So it's free, it's interactive, and it's coming up this week. So if you've loved receiving any miracles through me over the past 4 years from Merry Miracle Mondays, and or in any other place I've offered miracles spontaneously, which weren't always just reserved for December, then you're going to love Merry Miracles Live. Okay? So just like with Merry Miracle Mondays, I'll be gifting you miracles for health, wealth, love, relationships, and success. However, unlike Merry Miracle Mondays, you'll be able to request personalized miracles from me during the live Merry Miracles experience. Okay? So free, interactive, live experience with me later this week. And if you attend live, and you're going to want to attend live, join with me live, so you can receive personalized miracles. So it's going to be on an online safe, sacred meeting space, and you'll click the link at event time, which will be emailed if you sign up, and join me live, and then you can actually raise your hand and say, hey Aaron, I'd like to receive a miracle for this, and you can spell out what specific miracle you would like. Now it's going to be first come first served, and it could be a small amount of people, it could be a large amount of people. I have no way of knowing yet because this is brand new, just created event. You're the first hearing about it now, unless I've somehow managed to share the link elsewhere before this finished broadcasting. So, Merry Miracles live event coming up this weekend, free, interactive. Join me live so that you can ask for a request, kind of like in the old days when there were radio DJs and you could call up and request your jam, right? You can raise your hand and say, hey, Aaron, I'd like a personalized miracle for that. Um, so, how does it get better than that? I will let you know. So, not only will you be able to request personalized miracles if you join me live, okay, there are 2 other reasons you're going to want to attend. One, more miracles. Hello, holla, woo. Like, you're already going to get at least 4 this month if you would show up for each of the 4 Merry Miracle Monday videos this December 2023 here on this YouTube channel and follow the directions. Why not receive more? And just notice, take a deep, slow belly breath. Notice when I asked you that, did any reasons come up of why you would not want to receive more miracles? Like maybe that's selfish or greedy or too much, or even receiving 4 was a lot or enough. Just notice that with curiosity, judgment free, and then I would invite you to type or write a note of it I would actually prefer and request that you put it in the comments. There's no right or wrong, good or bad here. Do it judgment free. But notice it and be truthful with yourself. What came up to your mind? Because there could be reasons, it doesn't mean they're all rational, but there could be reasons that one or more parts of you think there's a problem with receiving more than one miracle. Hell, they may think there's a problem with receiving one. Okay? So I want you to allow yourself to be consciously aware of whatever just came up for you. And then either put it in the comments or write it down or type it somewhere for yourself and put a date. I I feel like it's wrong or bad or greedy or selfish or whatever came up for you to receive more than one miracle or too many miracles. Okay? Put a date and put that down. Even if other parts of your mind are like, yeah, but that's not true. Okay, cool. And write it down and put a date anyway. Okay? Because if you have that point of view that it's selfish or greedy or wrong or bad to want more than one miracle, then you are holding yourself back and hindering yourself. And here's the thing, I only attract and work with conscious, heart centered peeps, pro democracy peeps, Black Lives Matter peeps. So if you are heart centered and conscious and pro democracy, and you know that Black Lives Matter, then I'm here for you. You're my peeps, okay? And so here's the deal, because you're heart centered and conscious, what you're choosing, even when it seems like it's for you, is going to directly and or indirectly benefit the whole. Sometimes that's through the ripple effect, sometimes it's consciously, sometimes it's indirect and direct, like I said. What is my point of this? My point is this. Unfortunately, in our society, the conscious peeps who I work with tend to be the most concerned that it's greedy or selfish for them to want to safely succeed or to succeed abundantly, whatever that looks like for them, not just in money, but also with health and happiness and everything, having it all, etc. Okay? But they're programmed often that giving is better than receiving and that it's greedy to want more or ask for more or blah blah blah. So you can be taking the efforts in your creative career, your leadership, your business success to advance and still not be there yet, um, or it seems elusive. You get closer, then it moves further along into the future, etc. And one of the main reasons that can be is one or more parts of you think that that's going to cost you. It always comes down to safety, okay, and what it thinks is valuable and what it thinks it's going to cost you. So maybe it thinks you'll be safe there, but maybe it thinks you'll be lonely at the top. Maybe it's sure you'll be safe there, but maybe it thinks, yeah, but that's going to cost me more judgment. It's going to separate me from my loved ones and the people who I don't want them to think I'm not relatable and yada yada blah blah. This is very common if you're conscious. But let me tell you something. It's actually not true that that would be the case. Could they judge you? Yes. You can do nothing to prevent judgment. That's the facts. If you get nothing else, you can't stop judgment. You can learn to internally change how it affects you, though, and how you respond to it so that you're not at the effect of it. Okay? All right. Back to the point. Merry Miracles live event, free, interactive, this Saturday, December 16th at 8 a.m. Arizona time. That is 7 a.m. Pacific Coast, California time in the US, but it's going to be a free global event. So don't worry, if you sign up for this free event, you will be emailed the deets and it will have a link in the email that will say click here to see what time that is in your part of the world. Okay? So, why attend live? You can request personalized miracles. Why else attend live? More miracles. Why else attend live with me this Saturday, December 16th at 8 a.m. Arizona time? Because I cannot guarantee a replay. I usually do my best to offer replays because I'm not always able to attend live events myself and I appreciate replays. So I usually do my best to record a replay if possible and to offer it for a limited time. However, I can't guarantee there'll even be a replay this time. Truth be told, that's not my priority right now, so it could happen, it might not happen, and that's just the truth of the matter right now. So, even if you don't want personalized miracles, but you would like to receive more miracles this month, and you're like, oh, well, I'll sign up for this free event, even though I know I can't attend live, Aaron, and then I'll just wait and hope you send out a replay email. Sign up if that's what you're thinking. If you're already like, Aaron, there's no way I can attend live this Saturday, December 16th at 8 a.m. Arizona time. Okay, cool. Sign up anyway. It's free. All it takes is your name and your email address. And if there's going to be a replay, you will be sent the link. Just know I can't guarantee it, so do your best to join me live this Saturday, December 16th at 8 a.m. Arizona time to receive live miracles and to be able to ask for any personalized requests for them. Okay, and then finally, there's one more reason you're going to want to do your best to sign up for and attend this free, interactive Mary Miracles live experience this Saturday, December 16th at 8 a.m. Arizona time, and it is this. I've got a very special invitation for you to help you miracleize your whole life, going right into 2024 miraculously. So I think you're going to love it. So here's what I want you to do if this sounds good to you. If more miracles sound good to you, if personalized miracles sound good to you, if learning how you can miracleize your life sounds good to you, uh, if, being able to personalize them sounds great to you, here's what I want you to do. Pause this video in a second and click or tap or follow the link. It'll be either in the description or the comments, and it will say what you see at the bottom of the screen there, bit.ly/Mary Miracles Live. It is case sensitive. So rather than trying to type it out, I recommend you click or tap the link in the comments or the description. bit.ly/Mary Miracles Live. That will take you to a sign up page. Get sign up lickety split quick in less than a minute with your name and your email address and be registered for this free Mary Miracles Live event coming to you this Saturday, December 16th at 8 a.m. Pacific time. Oh, excuse me, cancel that. Arizona time. Okay, onward, let's get to it. So, some housekeeping. Let's take care of some brief housekeeping. One, first and foremost, warning, do not drive, operate machinery, watch small kids, use cutlery or fire or anything else that requires your full and present attention during the rest of this experience. Safety first always. Disclaimer, I am not a doctor. Nothing I share in any way, shape, or form or place is meant to substitute or constitute professional medical and or psychological advice and or treatment. You are responsible for your own healthcare choices, actions, and inactions. When in doubt, always check with your own qualified medical professionals, preferably ones with extra training in integrative and or functional medicine, who use an integrative and or holistic approach to wellness and healthcare, if possible. And above all, take their advice and include it with your own inner knowing. Your body has its own wisdom and consciousness. Now, a lot of us aren't in touch with it, or we reject it because our small selves see little value in it and think it's a ridiculous waste of time and absurd to even consider. And a lot of us are disconnected due to trauma. All that said, the more you can practice reconnecting in safe, healthy, and harmonious ways with your body's own inner guidance, its own knowing, its own consciousness and wisdom, the easier it will be for you to have and experience greater health and work toward optimal health, along with all the other, hopefully wise, when possible, conscious healthcare choices you're making. Okay? And in case you're wondering, when I say a miracle for health, could it include mental health? Sure. Okay, health is not just physical. All right, so if you're here today and you would like to receive your health miracle toward mental and or emotional health, okay, this is available for you as well. But a lot of people hear health miracle and they're thinking, okay, physical health. So whatever's true for you is fine. Next, please view this video in high definition. If you're on Wi-Fi, go ahead and adjust your YouTube video settings on this video with the little gear icon and set it to view it in the highest quality. You should have 1080p available if you're on Wi-Fi. If you're not on Wi-Fi, you need to conserve resources, bandwidth, etc. Just set it to the highest quality that you're able to. Next, please view this video for this Health Miracle Week 2 of Mary Miracle Mondays this week full screen. I forgot to say that last week. So view this on full screen. It will help minimize distractions. It will help you be here now, and it will help you to receive the most out of this Mary Miracle Monday experience for health. Oh my goodness, I can't even read what I wrote here. If your device is not fully charged, please connect it to power now if possible. But Aaron, it has some percent. I think it'll work. Maybe it will. Okay, and I'm not superstitious, and I don't always fully buy into Mercury retrograde. That being said, it is Mercury retrograde week. And tech glitches can happen no matter what's going on astronomically as well, right? And plus, here's the thing, I'm transmitting very high frequencies of energy, whether you feel them or not, this whole time, even when it just sounds like I've been babbling. And so, as a result, energy, the way it affects technology, can sometimes be unpredictable. So, maybe you had a 50% left on your phone or laptop or iPad or whatever it is, uh, and you're like, ah, it should be good. Maybe, maybe the energy could affect it differently and it might lose power a lot quicker than expected. Okay, so I would invite you to humor me and just either plug it in. Yeah, just plug it in if it's not fully charged. Okay, next, silence your device notifications and enable do not disturb on the device you're watching this on. And if you're on your computer, but your phone's next to you, then disable the notification. Enable do not disturb mode and disable temporarily and silence notifications if your phone is right by you, just for the remainder of this experience. If you work from home, please let your peeps know that you're going to be busy for the next while. How long? Again, check the description for how long to set aside for this experience. And then maybe put an actual literal do not disturb sign on your door if you work from home like I do. Okay. If you haven't already done so, if you're new to me, go ahead and get yourself a glass or bottle of water and be in a safe, private, distraction free space for the remainder of this Merry Miracle Monday experience. Okay? If you need to pause this, obviously go ahead and do that. So, if you have any either real salt, it's called, and or Himalayan salt and or Celtic salt, and if it's not contraindicated by any health conditions you have, and if it's safe for you and your body to do so, then I would recommend getting a teeny little bit and putting it under your tongue for a few seconds, and then getting a little bit of water in your mouth and letting it dissolve, and then swallowing it. If you don't, that's okay. Or if you have some but you prefer to put a little bit inside of your water glass or your water bottle instead, that's fine too. If you don't have any kind of salt like that, that's fine too. This is optional. Maybe you don't have those kinds of salts, but you have some electrolytes. That can help too. Hydration is very important to facilitate your receiving of these high frequency miracle energies. If you don't have any electrolytes or salt, that's fine too. Just make sure you have a glass of water or a bottle. Okay, so now you've got the water, your device is connected and or charged, you've let people know not to disturb you, and you've set this to view in high def if you're on Wi-Fi, or highest quality otherwise that you're able to do, and you've set this video, you've gone ahead and put it into full screen mode. Maybe you were and you turned it off. Go ahead and put it back in full screen mode. And if you need a pee break, this is the time to pause the video and go take one, and then come right back and resume. Okay, so go ahead for the remainder of this experience. I'm going to ask you to put your feet on the floor, ground, or earth below you. Now, if you're in a wheelchair and your feet can't touch the ground, that's okay. And whether or not you're in a wheelchair, if you would like to have something that helps you feel more grounded and connected to the earth, either right by you or on your person, like a small rock or pebble or a crystal, if it's the kind that helps you feel grounded and it's cleared and charged. If you don't know what that means or you don't know how to do it, skip it. Don't worry about it. If you have a Himalayan salt lamp that you have in the room with you and you'd like to have it on, this would be a great time to put it on, but it's totally optional. You don't have to have that. Um, if you have a plant in the room by you, okay, and it's alive, if it's dead, ignore this part. If it's alive and you can see it from where you're sitting for this experience, feel free when I have you have your eyes open to go ahead and gaze at it and connect with that, and that can be your connection to the earth. Or if you have a window in the room you're in and it's daylight outside, you can go ahead and look out the window at grass or trees or bushes or flowers, just anything that helps you feel more connected to the earth, grounded, centered, and here and now. Okay? But those things are optional. What I'm going to ask, as long as your feet are not in a wheelchair, is to go ahead and put your feet on the ground floor or earth below you. All right. You may want to have some tissues with you for the rest of this experience. Okay. So your video's in high def, if possible. Your video's on full screen on your device right now. You've got your water. Your feet are on the ground floor or earth below you. And you've let people know not to disturb you for the rest of this. Okay? Remember, energies have already been supporting you in the background, even under my babbling. It's okay if you don't notice anything, and it's okay if you do. There's no right or wrong. It's different for every person every time. Okay, so here are some tips, simple tips to help you actualize and miracleize with greater ease. Press snooze on disbelief. I said healthy skepticism is welcome and okay here. However, in order to let this health miracle work for you today, I'm going to ask you to press snooze on any disbelief. Okay? Just like you press snooze on disbelief to enjoy a fiction book, a fantasy or action or horror movie or sci-fi so that you can enjoy it, do the same here. Okay? Next, choose that this will work for you. If you haven't already done so, conscious choice is huge. So, if you're choosing for this health miracle to work for you, remember this is an interactive experience. So, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and put in the comments now, yes, I choose that this will work for me. Or, yes, I'm choosing that this will work for me. Okay? Put it in the comments now. If you need to pause this to do that, you can. Remember, this is interactive. You need to participate to receive. Okay, so you've pressed snooze on any disbelief. You've chosen that this will work for you, and you've put that you're choosing that this will work for you in the comments. Thank you. Next, have an open mind and have a curious mind and an open heart. Curiosity is key, especially if you're healthily skeptical. Okay? Next, be willing to ask for your miracle to actualize. So, the focus today is health and well being. So, you might think, well, obviously I'm willing for it to actualize, Aaron, or I wouldn't be here listening to you babble. Okay, here's the thing. You might consciously be willing to ask for your miracle to actualize, but one or more parts of you might have some resistance. Don't judge them or make them bad or wrong, but there could be. It's very common and normal. And so here's the thing. If you notice any come up, even if it surprises your small self and it's like, nope, that's not true, blah, 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 just breathe and notice it. Judgment free. With curiosity. Like, oh, isn't that interesting? I didn't think I had any resistance. I was sure I didn't, but looky here. Okay, cool. Judgment free. Use curiosity to your advantage. Okay? So, it's possible that one or more parts of you may not actually be willing to ask for your miracle to actualize. And that's okay. Just notice it. But if that's the case, then we don't want to bully it or repress it or suppress it. We want to become aware of it. Okay? It's not your enemy, those parts of you. They mean well, blessed little hearts. If there is resistance, there's a reason. We don't have time to go into all of them, but some possibilities are either the resistance isn't yours, even if your small self is sure that's impossible. Also, that it thinks it's protecting you and keeping you safe. And then, thirdly, of the main reasons, it feels there's value to it, as aforementioned earlier. I guess that was redundant, but you get what I'm saying. So, even though it sounds like, of course, I'm willing, I want to be here listening, this will work best if you're fully willing. Okay? Next, that was be willing to ask for your miracle, health miracle to actualize. Next is be willing to receive it and allow it to. Because a lot of us, at different times in our life, sometimes where it's easier for us to ask, sometimes it's easier for us to receive, sometimes we don't have issues with either. If that's you, congratulations, kudos. How did you get so lucky? And more, please. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations. But for most people, at different stages in their lives, they're either better receiving and or better asking. But it's not always that they're equally willing to ask and allow themselves to receive, and it's not usually a conscious thing. So, for instance, whether you ask directly or secretly for something your heart truly desires, in this case, something for your health, if your small self doesn't believe it's true for you that you can actually have what you're asking for, that alone can prevent you from receiving it and limit and hinder your receiving. Does that mean it's the only reason that you might not receive something your heart truly desires that you've asked for and or worked toward and taken inspired action toward? No, absolutely not. But it's a main reason. Now, our small self will like to discount that and ignore that and say no, and if it even is a reason, Aaron, there's no way that it could be a huge main reason. No, it's because of this, this, and that, X, Y, and Z. Okay, if you want to let your ego drive, I don't recommend that. You will not get very far, or as far as you could get. It means well, bless its heart. We don't vilify the ego here. And we also treat it like the toddler that it is, cute and adorable and well meaning though it is. We don't give the keys of a vehicle to a toddler to drive. No letting toddlers drive. You drive, not your ego, not your small self. You, and in this case, because it's a health miracle, well, in general, this is my recommendation, but particularly for this week's miracle, since it's a health miracle, your body's wisdom, and you, the being's intelligence and all knowingness, gets to drive. So here's how you handle it. Thanks for your feedback, small self. Now get in the back seat if you want to come along for the ride. I am choosing to let my being and my body's wisdom and consciousness drive. You don't have to say it aloud. You don't even have to put that part in the comments. But this is how you work with it. It has to accept your conscious choice. Okay, next. So, to recap, be willing to ask and receive. The more willing you are for both of those, the greater your chances of your miracle actualizing. And again, we're covering tips on how to actualize your miracle for health with greater ease. So choose to release and detach from how your miracles will show up and what that has to look like. Okay? Yes, you can receive miracles even if you're skeptical or an atheist. And trying to decide the how and the when and the what is going to hinder your ability to receive your miracles. Or sometimes block it altogether. Okay? It's the small self again trying to drive into control, and it means well again, but we don't let it drive. We notice it, we thank it for its input, and then inform it of our conscious choice. Thanks for your feedback. Good looking out. And now you can get your butt in the back seat if you want to come along for the ride, because I'm choosing to let my being and my body drive now. Okay. So, it's miracle time, baby. Woo, woo. All right, for the rest of this experience, it is going to be more physically here and now, more present in your body. A lot of it will have your eyes closed, okay? So, last chance to take a pee break. Pause it, pee, come back, whatever, whatever. All right, so we're getting into the main experiential bit now for the rest of this. Okay, let's begin. So again, your feet are on the ground floor or earth below you if possible. Go ahead and wiggle your toes if possible and choose to be fully present here and now with me. Okay? That's right. How do you do it? Choose it. But Aaron, I have ADHD and a million things to do and on my mind. Okay. I also have ADHD and a million things to do and on my mind too. And we can choose to be safely embodied here and now. Your potency is in the present moment. The mystics have said that for eons. Native peoples worldwide have said that for eons. Okay? Yes, it got popularized for Western culture with Ram Dass, with Be Here Now, and later on with Eckhart Tolle and the Power of Now. But they didn't originate it. The mystics and native peoples worldwide have known this and shared it in one way, shape, or form for eons. Your power is in the present moment. So, you can get more done and have greater access to your ability to be able to improve your health and receive miracles if you choose to be here and now. Now, here's the thing in a modern busy society, you don't just choose once. See, nobody ever told me this, so I would choose things and then not have them show up while I was doing everything quote unquote right. And then because I had, I'm a recovering perfectionist if you did it now, and then I would just decide that, nope, I failed again. I didn't know how it worked. You choose it and then you re-choose it and then you re-choose it, judgment free. You make it a practice, okay? But for right now, here and now, feet are on the ground, wiggle your toes, notice your body. What do you feel? What are you aware of? And choose to be here and now. So I'm not going to make you type this part in the comments, but I am going to ask you to say this aloud. Now, if you're in a safe, private space that's distraction free, like I requested for this experience, then the only one who will hear you is you, hopefully. But if other people hear you, that's okay too. If you feel a little foolish or your ego thinks this is a stupid waste of time, thank it for its feedback and tell it that you're choosing to do it anyway, and then do it. So here's what I want you to do. Repeat aloud, I am choosing to be safely embodied here and now. Again, feet are on the floor, wiggle your toes, and say aloud, I am choosing to be safely embodied here and now. That's right. Okay, great. So now I'm going to ask you to go ahead and if you have a plant in view, or if it's daylight and you can see out the window and you want to go ahead and look at some greenery like grass or trees or a bush to help you feel connected to the earth, you can do that real quick and then bring your attention back to your physical body, feel your feet on the ground floor or earth, wiggle your toes again, and then I'm going to ask you to go ahead and close your eyes for this next part. That's right. So now go ahead and take 3 deep, slow belly breaths. Now, before you do it, I want to give you some recommendations. Our target is to have the exhale be longer than the inhale and to breathe in for a count of at least 4 seconds. Also, if you're able to breathe through your nose, I'm going to ask that you breathe in through your nose to a count of at least 4 seconds, allowing that breath enough time to get in and down to gently expand your belly, and then out, exhale for at least 6 seconds with a sigh or a Now, if you're not used to breathing this way, it's okay. Just do your best and try to improve it with each subsequent breath. If your nose is stuffed like mine is, just do this through your mouth. But if you're able to, breathe in through your nose to a count of at least 4 seconds. Allow your belly to gently expand on the inhale, and then slowly, slowly, slowly out through your mouth for at least 6 seconds with a sigh or a okay? So 3 deep, slow belly breaths, feet are on the ground, eyes are closed. Go ahead now. In through your nose to count of at least 4 seconds. And out through your mouth for a count of at least 6 seconds. And again, in through your nose, at least 4 seconds. Belly gently expands on the inhale. And out through your mouth for at least 6 seconds. That's right. And once more with feeling. Thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you to go ahead and place your attention, your awareness, your point of power is the present moment and your focus and where you choose to put your focus and your attention. So in this present moment where you've chosen to be safely embodied here and now, go ahead and put your attention in your tailbone at the base of your spine. That's right. And if it wanders off, that's okay. Just notice it and bring it right back into your tailbone at the base of your spine. That's right. So your attention's at the base of your spine, inside of your tailbone. Your feet are on the ground floor or earth below you if possible. Your eyes are closed. And now with your attention in your tailbone at the base of your spine the whole time, go ahead and take 3 more deep, slow belly breaths. In through your nose to a count of at least 4 seconds. Belly gently expands. And out through your mouth for at least 6 seconds. If your attention wandered off, put it right back into your tailbone at the base of your spine. And repeat that in through your nose at least 4 seconds. Belly gently expands while you keep your attention in your tailbone. And out through your mouth for at least 6 seconds. That's right. And again, just do the best you can. If you can't make it the full 4 seconds, or you needed to inhale longer, or you needed to exhale longer, or you couldn't make it the full 6 or 7 seconds on the exhale, that's okay. Do the best you can and choose to do a little bit better each time. Okay? That's right. So let's take another deep, slow belly breath. Attention's in your tailbone at the base of your spine. In through your nose to a count of at least 4 seconds. Belly gently expands. And out through your mouth. That's right. Now you can slowly blink your eyes, gently open. Go ahead and wiggle your toes. Feel your feet on the ground floor or earth again. And now I want you to check in with your body. Put your attention in or around your body now. And get curious and notice what you notice. Do you feel more relaxed? Do you feel more at ease? Do you feel calmer? Do you feel more spacious? Do you feel lighter? Do you notice that some pain or tension you had earlier decreased or went away entirely? Whatever you notice is just right. Just get curious and notice what you notice in and around your body. You might notice some warmth, some coolness, some tingles. You might notice energy moving, you might not. Whatever you notice is just right. That's right. Okay, and now repeat aloud again. I am choosing to be and feel safely embodied here and now. And then take another deep, slow belly breath. It's okay if your eyes stay open. That's right. And now I want you to type into the comments, what are you noticing in or around your body? There's no right or wrong, good or bad here. It's different for everyone every time. Just share what's true for you and your body in this moment. Put in the comments, what are you noticing right now? Are you feeling lighter? Are you feeling more peaceful and calm? Are you feeling more spacious? Are you feeling energy or no? It doesn't matter either way. It's still working. Are you feeling more relaxed and at ease? Are you feeling less pain or tension? Are you feeling more present? Just share a few words or a couple sentences in the comments right now about what you're noticing in and around your body right now. Judgment free, no good or bad, right or wrong. Whatever's true for you is what I want you to put in the comments right now. Pause this if you need to. All right, thanks. Okay, so now I want you to check in and ask your body. Now, if you're a control freak or a type A person or have been through trauma that's had you disconnect from your body and you think your body's just a bag of meat that you're stuck carrying around, your small self is going to want to resist this. Thank it for its feedback. Tell it to get in the back seat if it wants to come along and inform it that you're consciously choosing to ask your body anyway. So what do I want you to ask your body? Ask your body, hey body, would you like me to drink some water? Now your mind might chime in and go, pipe up and go, we already had water. Thanks for your feedback, mind. I'm choosing to ask my body anyway. Ask your body again, hey body, would you like some more water? Let it tell you, and then, here's the key, do what it said. Hey body, would you like me to stand up and do some gentle stretches or sit and do some gentle stretches? Tune in, get curious, stay open, and allow it to tell you, and then do what it said. Safety first though, use common sense. Hey body, would you like me to do some gentle shoulder rolls? And do whatever it's guided you to do. Anytime you ask and allow yourself to receive awareness from your body and then to take action by honoring it, your health will start to gradually improve, sometimes spontaneously and rapidly, sometimes gradually and slowly. It can vary. Okay? Next, go ahead and sit back down. Make sure your feet are on the ground floor or earth below you. And again, let's repeat, I am choosing to be safely embodied here and now. Okay, thank you. So now I want you to get clear on what health miracle you would like to receive. What is the health miracle you're asking for? Is it for mental health? Is it for physical health? Is it for emotional health? And yes, I know as a holistic wellness coach that those things are all connected anyway, but our minds like to put things in categories. So what's the main health miracle you're here and about to ask for right now? Get clear on what that is for you. Pick one. If you have several, pick one. If you're not sure which one to pick, here's what I want you to do. Take a deep, slow belly breath. That's right. And then put one or both hands lovingly on your body and ask, body, which one of these would you like us to choose right now for our health miracle? And if your mind tries to argue whatever your body says, thank it for its feedback and then inform it that you're choosing to listen to your body anyway, and then ask your body again, body, truth, which one of these do you want us to have focus our health miracle on right now? And then whichever your body says, be willing to choose it. That's if you have more than one health miracle you wanted today, because I'm asking you to choose one of them and focus on that. Okay, so now you've got one main miracle you're asking for your health and well-being. Okay? And now I want you to get clear on why. Why do you want that health miracle? Now, I don't ask you that to make you justify because I need to judge it. No, or that you need to judge it. No, that's not why we're asking. We're asking to help you use the power of the present moment and the power of your attention and your intention to really zero in on emotionally, even if the health miracle is for physical and or psychological and not directly specifically for emotional health. We want you to get clear on your why so that there's an emotional motivation you're connected to in this moment, because that can help magnetically charge your health miracle and make it show up easier and quicker for you, and or something even better. Okay? So you've gotten clear on what health miracle you want, which one today. You're picking just one, main one, and you're choosing that. And now we want to know, okay, why do you want that one? And again, we're not asking for judging it. We're asking because we want you to get clear on it. Okay? Like if you're going to bullet point it for yourself, top 3 bullet points. Why I want this, why I'm asking for this health miracle today, or this main health miracle today. Boom, boom, boom. What are the top 1 to 3 reasons? Okay? Get clear on it. Feel free to pause this and put them into the comments, or make yourself a note. Type it, write it. Feel free to pause this if you need to. And I recommend that if you're writing or typing this for yourself, that you put the date that you're listening to this experience. Why? Because after you receive miracles, it's very easy to forget how quote unquote bad these things were before you asked for them. Now, your health doesn't have to have been suffering or bad in order to ask for a health miracle. Maybe you just want excellent health and your health is good. Okay? Um, that's okay too. But the point is, we want to be able to have some reference that we can look back to and go, oh, that's where I was before I attended Aaron's Miracle Mondays and asked for the health miracle. And here's where I am after. Oh, it was so subtle that I didn't even notice, or I forgot what it felt like when it was painful or bad or uncomfortable or constrictive or restrictive or limiting my life and business and money and relationships and blah, 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 because I am now used to it and or it was subtle. And here's the thing. Wellness is our natural true state of being, of how it's supposed to be, quote unquote. And so we just get used to pain and suffering and misery. But they're not our natural true state of being. So once those things are gone or have been improved and we get used to the newer experience, which is closer to our natural state of well being, we will just have like a temporary amnesia, sometimes a permanent amnesia of what it was like when we were suffering. So, again, if you haven't put it in the comments, please take a minute to write the top 1 to 3 bullet points of why you're asking for this health miracle. Type them, write them, but record them and put today's date that you're attending this. That's right. Pause this if you need to. Okay, so thank you for doing that. So now you're clear on what health miracle, which one you're asking for today. You're clear on why you want it, and you've got 1 to 3 bullet points for why. Okay. If you need some extra support on that last one, here's what I want you to do. Focus on what is receiving that health miracle you're about to ask for going to do for you that's different. For instance, if your shoulder has been frozen and so you couldn't reach or do your workouts, and if it's healed up, then you'll have greater range of motion, be able to stretch and do your workouts comfortably, pain free, and that will allow you to take better care of your body physically again. And those could be your reasons. You want to feel good in your body. You want to feel good when you move and reach and stretch. Maybe it's going to help you pick up your kids or your grandkids or your nieces or nephews. Okay? If you had a groin pull, this one's coming to me now. This is funny. And it's been painful, especially if you wanted to get intimate as a consenting adult, of course. Then some of your reasons why it could be not only to be pain free, but also so you could resume enjoying intimate relations. you know, which allows you to burn off stress, connect with your partner emotionally if it's a committed relationship, even if it's just casual. It helps me to enjoy myself in those ways and experience greater pleasure instead of pain. Or instead of pleasure and pain, I get to just experience pleasure. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Um, if it's a lump and you've got all kinds of fear, what if it's cancer? What if it's this? What if it's that? Or maybe it's not cancerous and you're sure of that because of medical testing. However, you don't want the lump to be there. Maybe it's ugly. Maybe it's uh, uncomfortable. Maybe it hurts. I've had some of those. So maybe it's embarrassing to me to have that, even though I know it's not cancerous or dangerous. And I would like to not have to be worried about hiding it or feeling the need to hide it because it would cause embarrassment, for instance. So if that's true for you, then it could be, well, what's the benefit of having your health miracle be that the lump would be gone, for instance, or healed? Well, could it be I don't have to worry about that? One less thing to worry about in public, especially if you also have social anxiety. I used to get really horrible rashes all over my arms, and I would do my best to wear long sleeves whenever I went in public because it was so humiliating and embarrassing. I used energy medicine to heal them. Nothing else would work. Now, is energy medicine the only medicine or the only thing you should choose? Absolutely not. Do what works for you and is true for you and optimal for you and your body. We're not anti medicine here. Okay, I'm pro whatever gets the job done safely and simply and preferably as swiftly as possible. Okay, that's personalized for you. Because just because something works for me or someone else doesn't mean it's best for you. Now, I know that you know that, but you might have been tried to have been talked out of it by so called well meaning people. And so I just want to let this be an affirmation of what you already know. So if you needed to hear that, please pause this and let me know in the comments and then resume. Okay. So you're clear on which miracle you're asking for health today. You're clear on why you want it. And now I want you to get clear on how it would make you feel if it showed up right now. Okay? So if your health miracle you're asking for today came true, how would that feel right now? Would you feel elated? Would you feel joyful, overjoyed? Would you feel so super stoked? Would you feel like, relief? I feel so relieved. Maybe you are concerned it's cancer or disease, or maybe it is. This is, again, is not a substitute for professional medical care and or treatment, a la the earlier disclaimer. This can be a complement to those things, not a substitute. But if you are worried that it's cancerous or disease or something, and you have fear about that, one of the things as the creator of holistic breast cancer prevention from fear to, excuse me, wellness and prevention from fear to empowerment that I support people with is to transmute their fear of getting cancer or having it come back. But this can pertain to anything or any fear or any disease. Okay, cancer is just one that we're using as an example in case there's a lump you're asking for the health miracle for, okay? So let's say that you're afraid it could be cancer or it is cancer. And so it may not be so much the fact that the lump is ugly or uncomfortable. It might be that what the lump means to you, or what the doctors told you it means, or what you've decided that it means, especially if it is cancer or could be. Okay? So your health miracle you're asking for might be, oh, for this lump to not be cancer. Here's the thing. I can't guarantee anything, neither can a doctor. So it might be, it might not be. If it has the potential to be cancer, it also has the potential to go away and become wellness. However, that doesn't mean that this miracle is the way or the only way to help you achieve that if that's possible for you. So instead of focusing on what you don't desire, which is cancer, because if you're afraid of something, any disease, we're just using cancer as an example, your attention's on what you don't desire instead of what you do. Now, it's natural, it's normal to feel that fear. This is not to make yourself bad or wrong, and this is not to say, oh, don't feel fear. This is also not to say that fear is negative or a bad emotion. No, absolutely not. It's a natural human common emotion. It is to say, hey, that's interesting. I didn't realize that when I was focusing what I don't want, on that please don't let it be cancer, or please don't let it spread, or please don't let it get worse if it is, that your energy is following your thought, which is going to what you don't want. So, we're focusing on what we do desire for our health miracle and why we desire it. So, if the health miracle you're asking for, an example of the lump is, hey, I want this lump to go away, or I want it not to be cancer. Okay, you don't want it to be cancer. What do you desire for it to be? Well, not cancer. Okay, but if it's not cancer, then what would you choose for that area of your body to have going on? What's the opposite of it not being cancer or cancer not spreading right now for you? The opposite of dis-ease is ease, for example. Okay? And wellness. The opposite of illness is wellness. So, if you don't desire an illness you're experiencing, then what do you desire? Oh, to be well, to feel good in my body, to be able to do the things I desire to do for my relationships, my business, my career, my family, whatever it is for you. Okay, great. So let's get clear on that and focus on that. Okay, so if I don't want this to be cancerous, or it is cancer, but I want it to be gone, okay, what do you want instead to feel and have happen in your body there? Oh, I'd like to feel relief that it's gone and healed. I'd like to feel happy that it's gone and healed. I'd like to feel grateful. I'd like to feel healthy. I'd like to be well, and I'd like to be pain free and have energy and feel vitalized, for example. Okay, cool. Now you've got your target to focus on. Now, notice we're not putting our head in the sand. We're not ostriching this shit. We're not pretending that your fear that it could be cancer or that it could be spreading isn't there. We're acknowledging it. And then we're choosing to put our attention, our point of power with the present moment, onto what we desire to be there instead. This isn't about denying, it's acknowledging and then going, okay, and now I'm asking for this health miracle because I don't want it to be there. Why don't I want it to be there? So I can be well. And so that will allow me to do X, Y, and Z. And if that was true for me right now, and I was cancer free and the lump was gone, how would I feel? I'd feel grateful. I'd feel relieved. I'd feel elated. I'd feel overjoyed. I would, if it was not just gone, because disease is not just the absence of illness, it's also the presence of wellness and vitality, okay, and wholeness, connection to yourself being restored. So if it was gone, there wouldn't just be an absence of disease. Remember, we got clear on what you want to feel instead. Oh, I want to feel healthy and well and have energy and be pain free and feel really good and be able to go do this, this, and that in my career, my business, with my family, and my relationships, etc., etc., etc. So I'm not trying to beat a dead horse. And if you're like, yeah, Erin, I get it, and I don't have a lump, and I'm not worried about cancer, so this doesn't apply to me. This is a free service I'm gifting to everybody worldwide. So I have to throw out some general possibilities that could apply to different people. So if you don't have that issue right now, congratulations. But what I'm showing here can still be applied to you, because what you're asking for your health miracle for might just be better health. Maybe you're in decent health, but you want to optimize it, hack it. Okay, cool. And you can take what I just shared about not focusing on what you don't want and choosing to get clear on what you do want to have the health miracle for, and then focusing on that. So, first we got clear on what you wanted, which health miracle you wanted. Okay? Then we got clear on why you desire it. And now the next part of that is we're getting you clear on how will you feel if that was true right now. If you were cancer free right now, lump free right now, and had full vitality, you'd likely feel grateful, overjoyed, delighted, happy, relieved, healthy, energized, vibrant, optimistic about your future. Now you might go, well, Erin, yeah, but I also noticed something else come up for me. I noticed that I have this fear come up that was like, yeah, but don't get too okay with that. Don't get used to that because what if it comes back? This is common for people who've had diseases like cancer. What if it comes back? Well, again, sorry, but nobody can guarantee you that it won't come back, including doctors. Okay? All you can do is the best you can do in being proactive. But if you're doing everything quote unquote right for your physical well being and you're eating right and exercising and not smoking and not drinking and wearing your seatbelt and getting movement and meditating and connecting socially um, and balancing giving and receiving and all these things, but the fear is still there that, yeah, don't get too used to this or too comfortable, stay on your toes because this could come back. Just that energy alone is focusing on what you're afraid of, which is giving your power to what you don't want, which is it coming back. So we don't head in the sand ostrich it. Instead, what we do is we go, okay, that fear's there. Isn't that interesting? Okay, cool. This is common. This is normal. I'm not alone in this fear. And now what would I like to choose? Okay, well, I'd like to choose to free up the energy that my subconscious has been using to worry about don't get too comfortable, stay on your toes because this could come back anytime, to work toward proactively my wellness and well being continuing. Oh, okay. I'd like to get all parts of me congruent with what I'd like to continue experiencing, which is optimal health and well being. Okay, cool. So then now that you've gotten clear on that, what do you do with the fear? You come work and play with me, and we transform that fear so that it's totally gone within one of my rapid results, Potent AF transformational revolutionary online sessions, no matter where you are in the world. But the key is not to try to repress or reject the fear, it's to notice if it's there and then go, okay, cool, now what would I like to choose? Well, I'd like that's energy being drained and going toward what I don't want, which is actually draining my health and sabotaging my proactive choices to be healthy. Okay, so let me free up that energy by transmuting that fear. Now my body can use that energy it was using for what I don't want, that it feared, to what I do want and all the actions I'm taking toward that goal, toward being well, toward being healthy, toward enjoying my life and not being focused on worried in the back of my mind always about what if it comes back. Okay? And this can be true with an injury too. For instance, I used to, as a kid, go around saying I had bad knees. And also, I didn't go around saying I had a bad ankle, but I thought I had a bad ankle too. And what would happen is from injuries, I thought those parts of my body were bad, and I had heard adults around me describe their things like a bad back. You don't have a bad back. My sister has a lung disease that could become terminal. She doesn't have bad lungs. I have to remind her, don't say you have bad lungs. You have injured lungs. You have damaged lungs. You have lungs that have sustained damage. They're not bad. They're keeping you alive. Yes, they need support and help, but they're keeping you alive. Your back is not bad. It may be injured, or like me, it might have scoliosis, but it's not bad. It's doing the best it can for us. Okay? But I had these knee injuries and just different injuries as a kid. And in the back of my mind, I was always thinking, don't get used to this when my knees were feeling good, because you know you have bad knees, I would tell myself. So don't be trying to do what those other kids are doing, even though you want to and you want to try, because you have bad knees, so you can't count on your knees not starting to hurt again or flare up or going out on you when you try to jump or something. Guess what? One, I learned better and chose to do better, to paraphrase the late great Dr. Maya Angelou. and started loving on my knees. My knees haven't done that shit since. Stuff I'd gone the younger part of my life with that I was used to. Don't get used to it because your knees will start messing up again. And then, just like clockwork, they would mess up again. That hasn't happened in ages because I changed how I interact with them and think about them and how I labeled them. So, if you're asking for a health miracle for your back, maybe consider what I'm saying and play with no longer describing it as bad. And asking, what could I do to these parts of my body I was saying were bad to show them some love and appreciation for doing the best they could for me? Okay? And what if being willing to do that could help you actualize the health miracle you're asking for? Okay, so I see we're at an hour and 15 minutes, so I want to chop chop for you and for me. All right, so we're almost toward the end, is the great news, and you're doing great is also the great news. And thank you for your patience and for choosing to ask for it and allow yourself to receive the miracle that you're about to receive. Okay, so quick recap: you asked for what you want, you got clear on which miracle for your health you're going to ask for. Next, you got clear on why you wanted it. And third, what you're going to be able to do once you have it actualized. Okay. And in there, in those last two parts, we talked about how would you feel. Okay. So now we're going to zero in on that part. Imagine, if you will, that your health miracle has been granted, it's come true, it's actualized and materialized right here, right now in this 3D physical reality, not just in the energetic realms, not just in the quantum. No, right fucking here, right fucking now, right here, right now, right here, right now. So it's actualized. What you asked for actualized physically. It's come true. It's come to pass. How do you feel in your physical body right now? Zoom in with your attention, your power of awareness, your power of the present moment. Your potency is in the present moment, and where you put your attention on, put your attention on your body, or if it was for a mental health or emotional health, wherever that is, ask your body, hey, body, if there was a place that you resonate most with the health miracle I just asked for, show me where it would be. So, attention's in or around your body physically. Your miracle has come true. Imagine that. How does it feel in your body? Does it feel relaxed and joyful and at ease and light and expansive and like, yes, yes, yes? Does it feel relaxed? Does it feel well? Does it feel energized? Maybe it feels a little bit calm yet energized. Maybe it feels super energized. Maybe it feels like, yeah, this is awesome and I could use a nap. Maybe it feels like that. Whatever you notice is just right. Don't judge it. Just notice it with curiosity, like, oh, okay, cool. Because there will likely be some feelings you expect and some feelings that you might not expect. Like when we said the aforementioned one about a lump or cancer going away, where that fear could come up in addition with all the joyful feelings. Yeah, but what about the fear, Aaron? That's there too. So if you're feeling just wonderful and only wonderful and you're getting curious and you know, what else do I notice? Is there any fear? Is there any doubt? Is there any resistance? Is there any energy of this is too good to be true? If so, cool, you're not alone. That can be a normal common thing as well sometimes. And remember earlier we talked about how we can ask for, sometimes we're willing to ask but not as willing to receive. And that can be one of those things. Because if you got this far, you're willing to ask, and we're about to get to the asking portion of the experience. But we talked about receiving challenges. So if you imagined you asked, you imagine you got your miracle, it's real, true for you here now in this 3D physical reality, it's materialized, actualized, miracleized. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And you're stoked and you're feeling so good in your body. Okay? But if you notice any resistance or fear or doubt or, yeah, but don't get excited because it could come back. What if it doesn't last? Just notice it with curiosity, like, oh, isn't that interesting? Okay. There's some fear, there's some doubt, there's some resistance, there's some concern. Okay, cool. Here's what I want you to do. Put it in the comments. What are you noticing? In addition to feeling lighter and freer and more empowered and energized and expanded and relaxed and at ease and feeling energized and well and whatever, happy, relieved, grateful, whatever it is for you, now that you're imagining your miracle came true for health, put it in the comments. All the quote unquote good feelings, put those in the comments. And then if you also noticed any quote unquote not so good feelings like doubt, fear, resistance, go ahead and share that in the comments too. Whatever's true for you is what I want you to put in there. There's no right or wrong. And I guarantee you, you won't be the only one who feels that way. It's normal, it's common, it doesn't mean anything's wrong with you. And you won't have to be stuck that way. It may require some additional one-on-one support, which I'm available for through one of my rapid results experiences, like I said, but you're not stuck that way. Okay? All right. So, excellent work. Thank you for putting that in the comments of how you're feeling now that you've imagined your miracle came true for health. Here now. You've shared all the good feelings in the comments, hopefully, like I asked you to, because this is an interactive experience where you participate by commenting when I ask you to. And then also any doubt, fear, resistance that may have come up that you noticed too. Judgment free. All right. So, let me see here. If you only noticed 100% pleasurable, joyful, wonderful feelings in and around your body when you've imagined that the miracle you're about to ask for came true already, that. Excellent. Pat yourself on the back, as one of my favorite therapists used to say. Congratulations. Great job. And now, stay tuned because we're about to have you receive your miracle coming up. But I want to take a minute here to address those who did have some resistance come up in addition to the quote unquote good feelings. Okay? If you've had some resistance come up or doubt or fear, just humor me because everything is energy. All energy is connected, all energy has consciousness, and all energy must vibrate or move. So at the quantum, aka subatomic level, we're all part of one vibrating field of conscious energy and possibilities. And time is always now in the quantum. It happens instantaneously there. I work on multiple levels as a holistic wellness coach and a holistic wellness success and business coach at the same time often. So the frequencies are being transmitted through the quantum field where it's always now. That's why you're listening to this on a recorded video, even if you didn't listen when it was Monday, December 11th, which it is at the time of this recording, and it could still benefit you. Why do I mention that? Because if everything is one at the quantum field, like the mystics said, and like Bob Marley saying one love, okay, then what's also true is that since we're all connected, things we're sure are ours aren't necessarily ours. We're just aware of them because we're connected to everything. Because everything's fucking energy, including your physical body, the earth, things that appear solid like those things, as well as a wall or a desk or a rock. It's all energy moving, just too slow for our naked eye to detect in the physical realm. So, I mention this because if you were one of the people who's listening and going through this, who bravely allowed yourself to imagine that your miracle came true now, and you noticed all the great feelings, and yeah, you want to relish them and cherish them, and you also noticed some resistance or fear or doubt came up, which is natural, normal, and common, doesn't mean anything's wrong with you or that you did it wrong, then I want you to know that some or all of that doubt, fear, and or resistance may not even be yours. It just came into your awareness. Well, that's impossible and absurd, Aaron. but it's not. So things we're sure are ours usually are not, at least on some, even a little bit. Sometimes all of it, sometimes none of it. So let's say fear came up. Yeah, I had the great feelings there, and that now that my miracle is true and actualized here and now, I had the wonderful feelings, and I also had some fear and doubt come up. Okay, which one did you notice stronger? The doubt. Like, this is too good to be true. Okay, cool. Truth. Who or what does that doubt and that this is too good to be true actually belong to? Is that even yours, or did you buy that point of view from someone else or something else, or had it implanted, or took it on from the collective unconsciousness, and or someone you know, even if they mean well, even if they love you, even if you love them, even if it's someone you don't know? Truth. Who and or what does that doubt, fear, resistance, and or it's too good to be true, it won't last? Who does that belong to? Is it even yours, or is it someone else's or something else? So go ahead, feet on the floor, sitting down, wiggle your toes, repeat after me. I am choosing to be safely embodied here and now. That's right. And even if you didn't have any doubt come up, I want you to participate in this part too. Go ahead and take 3 more deep, slow belly breaths with your attention in your tailbone at the base of your spine. So feet are on the ground, wiggle your toes. I'm choosing to be safely embodied here and now. Deep, slow belly breaths. In for at least 4 seconds through your nose. Belly gently expands. Out for at least 6 seconds. That's right. If your attention wandered off, put it right back into your tailbone. Continue deep, slow belly breathing for at least 2 more breaths. That's right. Great job. Thank you. Now go ahead again. Imagine that your health miracle you asked for has been granted. It's actualized. It's materialized. It's here now in this 3D physical reality right now for you and your body. It's true right now. How do you feel? Happy, joyful, elated, relieved, grateful, stoked, energized, vitalized, miracleized. Maybe you want to do a happy dance. If your body wants you to do that and it's safe for you, go ahead and do that little happy dance. Maybe you feel just calm and like, oh, so relieved and grateful. Yeah. Relaxed, spacious. And now notice, is some or all of pain or excess tension you may have had at the beginning of this experience reduced or gone now? Even if it has nothing to do with the health miracle you asked for, because this is quite normal and common to experience. So maybe you had excess tension in your neck earlier or a headache earlier, and now if you check in, you notice, my headache's gone, or oh, I'm breathing easier through my nose, which is very common, or oh, you know what, I had a pain over such and such place, but it's not there now, or oh, I had some tightness or tension there, but it's loosened up, or it feels looser or more flexible. I feel more peaceful, more calm. Whatever you're noticing is just right. I want you to pause this and go ahead and put it in the comments. How are you physically feeling in your body right now? And what are you noticing now compared to when we started with your body? It's usually going to be feeling lighter, more relaxed, calmer, more peaceful, um, less stressed, or the stress has gone away, pain has decreased or gone away. Whatever it is just right. Go ahead and pause this and put it in the comments if you haven't yet done so, please, and thank you. Maybe more spacious. That's right. Okay, so now I want you to once again, oh, actually, before we do this, go ahead and drink some more water, please. It doesn't have to be a lot unless your body asks you for that, but drink a little bit more water. Check back in with your body. Put one or both hands lovingly on your body, like one in the center of your chest and one on your lower belly, for instance, and ask, body, truth, Would you like me to do some gentle stretches? Or some gentle shoulder rolls? Or stand up and do some heel raises if I was sitting, or sit down and do some heel raises? That's right. And then be willing to honor whatever it wants you to do. That's right. And if you're like, Erin, I know you said last pee break, but I gotta pee. Okay, pause this, go pee, come back. That's right. How many times have you not given yourself permission to go pee, especially if you're have a 9 to 5, or you're a very busy business owner, because either you were in the flow zone, or because you just had so many things to do, or you were in a Zoom meeting or something, and you thought it would be rude or disrespectful to get up and go pee, and how unprofessional, and blah, 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 blah. Don't judge it. Just notice what comes into your awareness. I mean, it may not be ideal, and yes, some people might consider it unprofessional, and it definitely can be inconvenient. And a lot of meetings are recorded. And there's nothing more important than your body. Health is wealth is a cliche, but it's also true. All right. So now let's go back to a seated position if you were standing or had gotten up. Wiggle your toes. Feel your feet on the ground floor or earth below you. Okay, go ahead and take another deep, slow belly breath with your attention inside of your tailbone at the base of your spine. You're going to hear me yawning, but I'm not falling asleep on you. It's just energy transmission. That's right. You may or may not have felt anything just now, but you might have. You might notice feeling tingling or energy moving. You might notice feeling more grounded or stabilized or harmonized or centered or peaceful. That's right. You might feel more connected, whatever that means to you. That's right. All right, so now, once more, with feeling, go ahead and imagine that the health miracle has come true. Let yourself feel all those happy feelings again. And now get curious and notice, are there any other feelings too? Maybe there was resistance or doubt or fear earlier for you. Now check in with it. In addition to the happy feelings and the feel good feelings, what else are you noticing now? Do you notice any resistance, fear, or doubt now? And if so, are they as intense as they were before, or have they lessened? Maybe you had them there earlier and now they've gone poof and they're not there anymore. Whatever you notice is just right. Just get curious, wonder about it. What else do I notice besides for feeling fan-fucking-tastic now that my health miracle has been actualized? Yeah! And now how else do I feel? How else do myself and my body feel? So, if your resistance, doubt, and or fear have gone away, let me know in the comments. If they're still there but they've lessened, let me know that in the comments. Okay? If you didn't have any at all the whole time and you only ever felt 100% wonderful feelings when you imagine that your miracle has actualized for health already, excellent. Kudos. Like I said, pat yourself on the back. And stay here because we're almost done and we're going to be gifting the miracle momentarily. Remember, energy's been flowing this whole time. That's right. So go ahead and put in the comments what you're noticing. If you're only experiencing 100% wonderful feelings when you imagine that your miracle's actualized for you right now, put that in the comments. If you had resistance, doubt, and or fear earlier in addition to the good feelings, but those have gone away, put that in the comments. If you had doubt, fear, or resistance in addition to the wonderful feelings earlier, but now they've lessened or decreased, put that in the comments if you haven't already done so. That's right. Okay, so now remember, you can still actualize miracles even if you have resistance, doubt, or fear sometimes. But what it has the effect of doing generally is making it harder and slower. Okay? Sometimes it can block your miracles altogether. If you're like, Erin, my resistance, my fear, my doubt is at like a 10, like the worst it can be, and it hasn't budged. Okay, just breathe. Just breathe. That's right. You're not stuck there. Okay? If for some reason, and this part is less common, okay? This part is more rare, in fact, but you're not stuck there, I promise you. So here's what I can tell you. If for some reason you're one of the few or only ones who it's still at a 10, one, you're, you're not stuck there. Two, while it's rare, it does happen sometimes. Three, there's value in it being a 10 or a high number or whatever it is. The value isn't going to make sense to your conscious mind, but it makes sense to the unconscious parts of you and to your small self. Again, it usually comes down to safety and protection. Okay, and also it thinks there's some kind of value in holding on to that resistance, especially if the health miracle you're asking for is to be cancer free. Okay, because again, it comes back to that I've got to stay on my toes because I got to stay vigilant because it could come back. Well, what if you didn't need the fear in order for you to be proactive with your health? What if instead of using fear to do that, which is draining your energy and your best efforts are being sabotaged by it, it instead chose to use, I don't know, a support system, calendars, modern technology, doctor's appointments, necessary scans when appropriate, plus pair that with holistic, proactive health and wellness choices, while also asking and including your body what it would like. What if that was something you were aiming toward doing and doing that more often than not, or get to a place where you're doing it more often than not, and therefore the purpose that your small self thinks it needs that fear to stick around for aren't even necessary. So now you can transmute the fear so it's no longer draining your energy and sabotaging your efforts, and still be able to be proactive with your health, worry free. Does that mean it's guaranteed that you'll never have a disease come back like cancer? No, nobody can guarantee that again. But it improves your odds, and that's the best we can do. Okay? It sucks to be doing everything quote unquote right and not realize that you're sabotaging your best efforts because of fear running in the background that mistakenly, erroneously believes you need to stay vigilant and fearful to be on your fucking toes with your health, and you just don't. That's not the case. That's not how this works. And once you consciously start to get it, those parts of you that might have been stuck at a 10 or a higher number on the fear scale will sometimes start to loosen a little bit, sometimes all the way, sometimes part way, sometimes not at all. Sometimes they'll be like, yeah, it makes sense, but no, I'm still not ready to let go of this fear. Gotta keep on my toes, gotta stay vigilant. That's okay. We have other transformational tools for that if we work and play together in one of my rapid results experiences, or I work and play with me one on one for my transformational revolutionary um, offers, whether it's rapid results or quantum leap your biz impact and income, or for my holistic wellness coaching. It doesn't matter because they all revolve around my holistic success system, aka my quantum success system. You're not stuck there, but nobody can get you free except for you. I facilitate, but you're the one with the power. You're the one who consciously chooses what to allow or not to allow in these circumstances. So you'd still have to be willing to be facilitated to transmute said fear, doubt, resistance, etc. And then once you are with my expert guidance, we can instantly, in a lot of cases, sometimes it takes minutes, sometimes it's instant in a poof in a second. Sometimes it can take minutes or an hour or two. Um, but that fear, that doubt, that resistance will be transmuted. Okay. So, is there any remaining doubt, fear, or resistance when you imagine that your health miracle has come true right now in addition to the good feelings? If so, let me know in the comments and let me know, is it less than before or the same as before? And now, truth, just in case any bit of it, whether it's a little bit or all of it, even if it makes no sense to your conscious mind and your ego's like, that's impossible, that's stupid, that's absurd, Aaron, are not actually yours, would you be willing to return it, the fear, the doubt, the resistance, back to wherever it came from with consciousness attached, never to return to you or your body again? And if so, all you have to do is say yes aloud and mean it, and then put yes in the comments now. Thank you. All right, so now check in with yourself. Does your body, not your mind, does your body want you to do some gentle shoulder rolls? Does it want you to stand and do some gentle stretches if you were sitting, or sit back down and do some heel raises? Does it want you to drink more water? Check in. And it's normal for yawns, burps, even passing gas, even if you're not used to those things, to have happen during this experience as well. They may not, but either way is just right. It's just energy moving. That's right. Okay, so now if you were one of the people who had any remaining resistance, doubt, or fear, in addition to the wonderful feelings when you imagine that your miracle came true right now, check in again. Imagine your miracle is actualized before your very eyes. It's physically true for you now. What do you notice in and around your body? Joy, relief, gratitude, excitement, delight, relaxation, ease, wellness, energy, like, all is well for me now energy. How does your body feel? Does it feel pain free? Does it feel limber and flexible? And just so, how lucky are you to be able to have a body? That's right. And now, do you notice anything else besides for doubt, fear? Besides for wonderful feelings like doubt, fear, or resistance? Whatever you notice is just right as long as you're truthful with you and with me. That's right. So now your fear, doubt, and or resistance might have gone poof and be totally gone now. If so, let me know in the comments. Or maybe it's still there, but it's decreased even more than the last time we did this. Put that in the comments, whatever's true right now. Whether or not it makes sense to your small self, put it in the comments. That's right. If you're like, Aaron, I'm just over here luxuriating and basking in these wonderful feelings because I never had any of that resistance or doubt or fear come up. Again, excellent. Woo-woo. Okay, so now, excuse me, even if it hasn't gone away entirely, if you did have resistance, fear, or doubt, that's okay. It might go away after a good night's sleep or a nap. Okay? So if there's any left, you can check again after a sleep. It might be gone or have lessened by then. If it still hasn't lessened or gone away by then I invite you to apply to work with me for one of my rapid results experiences. And as long as you're willing, we can get you where it's gone and you only have those wonderful feelings. Okay, excellent. So let's proceed so we can wrap this up and you can get on with your health miracle. Remember, it hasn't just been me battling, even though it sounded like it. There have been energies flowing and supporting you this whole time, whether you felt them or not. Just because you were willing to receive, it's been working. Sorry for the background noise. I dropped the spoon. And who else just thought, there is no spoon? You're my peeps. Let me know in the comments. Okay, so now that we've gotten to this place in space, kudos, congratulations. You've likely made some progress, even if you did have resistance, doubt, or fear. And if so, any progress is to be celebrated, even if it only decreased a little bit. So pat yourself on the back. Great job. Okay. So here's what we're going to do next. I'm going to go ahead and ask you to go back to a seated position. If you are not, go ahead and have your feet on the ground floor or earth again. Go ahead and wiggle your toes if you're able to. And again, repeat after me. I am choosing to be safely embodied here and now. Thank you. And go ahead and take 3 more deep, slow belly breaths with your attention in your tailbone at the base of your spine. Okay, and now I'm going to ask you to raise your attention from your tailbone up into the center of your chest, aka your heart center or heart chakra. Now, just to be clear, this chakra, all chakras, these main ones, are aligned with your spine, okay? That's where their point is. But they operate as energetic funnels that go out the front and the back of our spines. So, your heart chakra isn't just on the front of your body, in case you didn't know that. It also goes out through the back, okay? It goes through both simultaneously. But for now, just put your attention into the center of your chest. If you have breasts, it'd be right between your breasts. That's right. Okay, so your attention's in the center of your chest at heart level. All right? Your feet are on the floor, ground or earth. Go ahead and wiggle your toes again. And this time, I'm going to ask you to take 3 deep, slow belly breaths, but this time, you're going to have your attention in the center of your chest at that heart chakra level and physical heart level the whole time. And if your attention wanders off, just bring it right back to the center of your chest. Okay? So in through your nose for kind of at least 4 seconds. Allow your belly just gently expand on the inhale. Attention's in the center of your chest. And out through your mouth. That's right. And if your attention wandered off, put it right back into your body, right back into the center of your chest. And breathe again deeply and slowly. That's right. And feel free to put one or both hands lovingly and gently over the center of your chest. And go ahead and take your next breath. That's right. Okay. So now, once again, imagine that your miracle has come true. It's true for you now. It's physically actualized now. It's materialized now. And keep your attention in the center of your chest and feel all those wonderful feelings in and around your body. Joy, elation, gratitude, relief, energy, physical relaxation, physical ease, physical pleasure even. Yeah. Vital energy is flowing through your body and your energy field. Your health miracle has come true. How does it feel in and around your body now physically? How do you feel emotionally? But also, how does your body physically feel? Do you feel more relaxed? Do you feel at ease? Do you feel spacious? Do you feel energized? Do you feel peaceful? Do you feel calm? Do you feel more relaxed? Has pain lessened even more or gone away entirely? Notice what you notice with curiosity, judgment free. That's right. So keep your attention in the center of your chest. Keep breathing. Keep tuning in to the physical and emotional wonderful sensations that your miracle is true. And I'm going to transmit your miracles now. So this is the time. Ask for your miracle, the health miracle you desire. Ask for it right now. You don't have to put it in the comments. Just ask it aloud or mentally. Now, you could ask universe, you can ask God, source, goddess, all that is. You could ask the Great Spirit, whatever your word for it is here. If you're a scientist and an atheist, you could ask the quantum field. You could ask your higher or greater self, whatever. But ask, may I please have, fill in the blank of the health miracle you decided and chose now. And or something even better. That's the key. May I please have, fill in the blank with your health miracle here, this and or something even greater and or better. And then breathe that into the center of your chest. Why transmit your health miracles and be willing to receive it? I'm yawning, but I'm not falling asleep on you. Energy is being transmitted. Sometimes it comes through my breath as yawns. That's right. Keep breathing. Keep your attention in the center of your chest, feeling all those wonderful feelings. You asked for your health miracle and or something even better to actualize. That's right. That's right. Okay. Now, if you are interested in discovering more about my take on giving and receiving in regards to asking for miracles and receiving them, I went into that more on week 1's Money Miracle video. You can find that on the videos tab. But for now, this one's already been very long, so we are going to wrap up now. So keep breathing, wiggle your toes, your feet on the ground. And now, tune in to your body and notice what you notice with curiosity. What are you noticing in and around your body now? Do you notice energy moving or tingling or hot or cold sensations? Did you notice a breathe or notice that you smelled a certain scent, even if that scent wasn't in the room that your logical mind could imagine? That's right. Did you notice that you feel even more relaxed, more at ease, more peaceful, more calm, happier, elevated, activated, accelerated, lighter, freer, more empowered, more connected, more grounded, more centered, more here and now? Do you notice that your pain and tension has either gone away entirely, even if it was not related to your health miracle, or that it has decreased dramatically? Let me know in the comments. Pause this if you need to. Tell me, what are you noticing in and around your body now when you imagine that you've received your miracle and it's actualized for health now? What are you noticing in and around your body? How's it physically feeling sensation wise? Relaxed, lighter, spacious, more grounded, more connected, more centered, more stable, more harmonized? Are you feeling more calm, peaceful, lighter, more optimistic? What are you noticing? Put it in the comments now. Okay, and so what to do next is to just shift into choose to feel a sense of gratitude as if your miracle has already been received and actualized and or something even better than you could have ever thought to ask for. And then, shift into a state of curiosity and childlike wonder about your miracle that you've asked for. And remember, be willing to receive it and to expect that it's actually going to actualize and show up and materialize for you if it hasn't already. It could have already materialized while you were doing this experience with me. If so, let me know in the comments. Okay? Otherwise, it could show up in the next few hours or the next day or the next few days or even the next week or two. Okay? So just shift and get curious. Oh, I wonder how and when my miracle is going to show up if it hasn't already. And be open for it to and willing to allow it to show up however and whenever it shows up. Detach from any outcome of how and when and where and how it has to look and show up. Okay, allow them to show up however and whenever they show up. So remember to join me next week. It will be our third Merry Miracle Monday this year, 2023. I think it will be December 18th Monday. And join me here on this same bat time, same bat channel, YouTube channel to receive your next miracle. Next week's miracle will likely be focused on love and relationships. That could change, but that's what it's likely to be at this point. So celebrate your health miracle as soon as you notice it's shown up for you. Celebrating doesn't have to cost money, although it can. It could be a happy dance that you may have already done. It could be celebrating with friends or family or loved ones, or celebrating on your own. Whatever it is for you, I want you to acknowledge that you've received it. Come back here in the comments and share that your miracle showed up so we can celebrate with you and for you, and celebrate yourself and that it came true, to acknowledge it and honor it. So come back here, share your blessings and miracles with us, and let us celebrate you. And remember to join me next week, like I said, to receive your next miracle. And reminder, go sign up for Mary Miracles Live so you can receive even more miracles. Again, miracles for money, health, love, relationships, and success will be happening this Saturday live with me online in a safe, sacred, private online space for free. Live interactive experience where you get to request personalized miracles that you would like to receive. Okay, this Saturday, December 16th at 8 a.m. Arizona time. Do your best to attend live. It's free to sign up. All you have to do is follow the link in the description or comments. It will say bit.ly/Mary Miracles Live, like you see on the graphic. And you just put in your name and email, and you will receive an email with all the deets in about 5 minutes after signing up, including a time translator so you can click here and see what time that is in your part of the world. Do your best to join me live so that you can personalize and request personalized miracles, and also because you'll get to receive more miracles, and also because, again, I may not have a replay for you this time. If I do, it will get emailed out, but you have to sign up for it. So follow the bit.ly/Mary Miracles Live link in the description or comments, and go sign up now with your name and email address, and show up with me live if you can this Saturday, December 16th at 8 a.m. Arizona time, to receive even more miracles, to request personalized miracles, and because there may not be a replay, and because you're going to want to hear about my Miracles Lives, your life experience that will help you just sail and glide and glow and flow right into the brand new year of 2024. And I know you're going to love hearing about that. So join me live. Sign up now before you get distracted and busy and forget. Name and email. Follow the link in the description or comments. And join me this weekend for Mary Miracles Live. Woo woo! I'm so stoked. All right, this has been Erin Lloyd of Quantum Leap Your Biz and Holistic Prevention and Wellness and Holistic Breast Cancer Prevention and Wellness, from fear to empowerment. And goodbye for now.